Weak mind. Let's talk about what that looks like. Let's go to Matthew 26 and 41. It says, watch and pray that you may not enter into temptations. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. See, the Spirit of God will constantly keep feeding you. But see, that flesh say, I'm a little tired, I'm not going all night prayer. Like, I don't have time for that, Prophet, well, the Lord understand. Okay. So next week, when you should have been prayed up, because there's going to be a challenging week, know this. See, whenever your mind don't rest, you miss the warnings of God. God is speaking. He is. When you get that spirit of confusion, you have allowed that battle to come in. Now you have to discern yourself and say, now, Prophetess, help me to discern, where did I get this battle? Why can it come in? How did I let it come in? Now, Psalms 147 and 3 says, He healeth the broken heart. Do you know broken hearts cause so many battles? Oh my God. And then he says he binded up the wounds, open wounds. When somebody just keep hurting, keep cheating, keep doing it, you just keep falling in the pit and you're trying to figure out, like, God, what is this? He said he heals that. But when that mind is weak is when that heart is broken, when that wound is open. Yes. When you've fallen into temptation, that Matthew 26 and 41. May you not enter into temptations. Why did you enter into temptation? You start flirting with it in the mind. He is kind of cute. Oh, Prophetess, he was just buff. I'm like, okay, that buff demon gonna wrestle with you tonight. See, you got to grab a hold to that stuff. You let that one little thing come in. Prophetess, she was just too fine to pass up. Okay. All right. You just better make sure you're ready to deal with the consequences. Now, a double-minded person. Do you know the Bible said that they're not fit for the kingdom? Based on Luke 9 and 62. And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looked back. Oh, yeah, that'll cause a weak mind. You keep looking back. Why are you trying to find Bobo? Why? Why? Tell me why you're doing that. See, sometimes you have to sit yourself down, look in the mirror, and deal with the real you. Why? See, there's times, but God is looking for a mighty army. People of God, this is a mighty prophetic season. This is not a season to play with. You better get as much knowledge strapped up in the spirit, and you better hold on to them gifts, and you better activate those gifts. He says, and look back. Is he fit for the kingdom? Is it fit? Oh, no. No man haven't put the hand to the plow and then turn back. No. See, some of you might say, well, Prophetess, I didn't backslide. No, you just turned a little bit. And that little bit tainted the whole thing. That's the reason why your mind is wrestling. That's the reason why you feel like you got a freeway in your mind. My God. People will overpower your mind no matter how many miracles God has worked for you. This is how I know when somebody's mind is weak. Now, it may have been 2 or 3 years ago. Do you know they won't remember the miraculous miracles? I'll have to remind them. I say, well, wait a minute. What happened to this? What happened to this? Because demon spirits paralyze your mind. And they cause your mind not to remember the miracles of God because they don't want you to glorify God. So they alter it. Now, a weak mind literally has no divine order. They don't like divine order. They feel in some kind of way all the time. They flirt with other spirits. So let me talk to you about flirting with spirits. It's when you think you're good. You know this person's filled with lust. Well, everybody's straddled with something. Okay. So what's in him gonna come in you? And then your mind is going to become weak. So when you leave, now while you're there, seems like nothing's going on. But by the time you get home or the next day, you got this battle going on that you don't know what it is. Oh, I'm trying to help somebody today. I'm trying to help. That's called flirting with spirits. You should discern who labor among you. Come on. Discern who labor among you. Discern. Yeah. So, okay, what does that mean, prophetess? That means know where your friend girl going that night. Know where your best boy, know where he's going. Know who you hanging out with. Because what you do, you bringing it home to your children. Or you bringing it home to your other friends. And then you want to know why everybody look like they're going crack crack. Yeah. There was an open door. So who left the door open? So think about this. You deal with one friend. All that day they got all kind of stuff going on. They cussing and all kind of stuff. And you're like, well, prophetess, I was ministering to them. But you went home and then your kid starts to cuss. And then you like, boy, where you got that from? Somebody bought it in the door. Do you know when your mind is weak, you compromise? You convince yourself. Do you know there's a lying spirit that comes back to you and convince you? Yes. My God. Whenever your mind is weak, you're ungrateful. Yes. You know why? It makes you forget God. Yeah. When you are subdued by the enemy in the mind or in lust or in the body, it's as if it takes your mind and you don't know how you got there. All you know is when you come out of it, you're trying to figure out, how in the world did I do this? How I got here? It's because the mind was twisted through trauma, through hurt, rejection. See, rejection will make you see things out, flowers, everything looks lovely and wonderful, as long as I feel good. And then you wake up one day and think, how I got here? My God. Whenever your mind is weak, there's a spirit of unbelief that visits you every so often. Oh my God. It'll slide in. It's got skepticism with it. You judge everybody. You always think somebody's coming for you. Somebody's taking something from you. And you have moments of freedom, but it doesn't last very long. That's because the mind is weak and you got the strength of that mind. I'm trying to get you free today. Why don't you turn to your neighbor and say, she's trying to get me free.
She's trying to get me free.
Yeah, she's trying to get me free. Come on, one more time.
She's trying to get me free.
Why don't you do it for the Holy Ghost?
She's trying to get me free.
Oh my God, my God.